Will is one of the many engines on the island of Sodor, and he is proud of it. However, sometimes he does not get to choose where he sleeps.
He has had to sleep in tunnels, which have been very uncomfortable since sometimes trains will pass over him.
He has had to sleep in stations. Sometimes, after a long, hard day's work in the yard, he must stay there overnight, alone and sad. Will wishes that he could sleep in Tidmoth, but he does not know if he will ever get the chance. One early evening, Will was deciding to sleep in the yard. Edward did not know why Will would not leave the yard. Will, aren't you gonna leave the yard sometime today?
Oh yes, Edward, I'll be out of here in a minute.
Okay then, good night, and he slowly chuffed away. I'm sorry to say, but Will would not leave the yard that night. Instead, he slept in there until nightfall. Back at the sheds, the whole discussion was about what they would do with Will. Edward had told them everything. You see, I don't think that he's actually sleeping somewhere like Knapford. I think he's sleeping in the yard. That's awful, said Thomas. We must do something to stop that. Well, we can't just invite him over here, can we? Yes, we can, said Henry. I have an idea, said James. But we have to make it so he does not know that we're inviting him over. It must be secretive.
I have a good idea,
said Toby, and he whispered it to all the other engines. That's fantastic, cried Gordon. Yes, I'm sure it'll work. He will have no idea that he'll be coming to sleep with us. All right, said Edward. Me and Percy will do it tomorrow. The next day, everything ran perfectly normally. Toby was pulling everything, Bertie was always on time, and it was a perfectly normal day. Then came evening, and Edward's plan started to work. Will, we need to pull a train to Knapford. It'll be the final project of the day.
Okay,
said Will. The train was set up, and the two engines slowly but surely rolled out of the yard. When Will made it to the sheds, he was surprised as how many engines were there greeting him. Welcome to the sheds, Will, they said.
This is all for me?
Said Will. He was very excited. Yes, it is, cried Thomas. Welcome to Tidmoth Sheds. You can stay here forever. You won't have to sleep in the yard anymore. Will is very happy to be in the sheds. He has made many new friends like Gordon and Henry and James and Toby, and he is glad that he no longer has to sleep in the yard.